Come on, no.
Let me,
Can I get you to get up?
Peter's camera
And,
is on. What are
and
you asking for?
potentially, I want a better stretch. I don't know if the transition even saw you stretch the first time, and even so, could I see you touch them toes and bring it down low?
Alright. 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 You're making
Let's
me get
go.
up.
Let's
I
go.
just
Thank you
sent a
everybody for
message
supporting in the chat.
to TrueBlade. He will be joining us for this interview. Oh,
Howdy.
Hello
oh,
there.
touched my toes. Hello,
Sorry, we are
hello.
just stretching right now, as it is important to stay healthy, which will be a question later
I
in the
totally
interview.
understand.
How are you feeling right now,
Wait, before we
TrueBlade16?
say that, any chance we could get a camera from you? Whether it's from a phone?
Yeah, there is. Give me a moment. I will join Discord on my phone. So I will be back.
Perfect.
All right, I would love to take this time for anybody in the chat to please submit their questions. I'm also going to post it because I know there's a 90-second delay. But anybody that has any questions, please post them. We'll have the interviewer back in a couple seconds. I'd love to keep on talking about this game, though. That was an incredible performance for UHart Red, huh?
That was honestly just fantastic. Got a little nervous, I would say. But you know, TrueBlade has returned. Camera is on. Hello, good
Hello.
sir. Welcome, welcome. Wait, can I hear you?
Are you able to hear us?
Hello.
Ah, hello, we hear you.
Yeah,
GG coming out for miles.
Here, I'm gonna go outside.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us in this interview. How are you feeling? Game is over. We're in the post-game interview right now. That was a clean 3 over VCU Rams. What's the vibe? How's it feeling in there?
Oh, where'd he go?
What the Doctor Strange, the
Well,
multiverse of
while,
madness?
while he's disconnected, Alex Dial redeemed another stretch. Hello?
There we go. Apparently I cannot go outside because I would get disconnected. So, we're gonna try this once more inside.
Yeah, we're able to hear you all well. How are you feeling? How's the vibe of the team so far?
You know, the vibe of the team is incredible. You know, we're all coordinated, we're working together, we're making our call outs, and we're playing together. And that's the key thing about Overwatch is it's not one person facing off against everyone. It's a coordinated game, and that's, you know, if our coordination is helping us win these matches and making sure we stay ahead of the game.
Yeah, an incredibly poignant
That's
answer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, how are we feeling with the Kings Row game? That's one of my biggest questions for you because Kings Row is one of the first times this new roster of the University of Harvard has really been challenged at all. As we felt in Lijiang, as we felt during Route 66 there, a lot of the maps you guys have played have been really dominant, one-sided in favor of UHart Red. Kings Row, on the other hand, got a little dicey. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so it did go a little dicey. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat that at all. They played really well, and, you know, that was a really fun match. Props to the opponent team. I think with Kings Row, one of the biggest things was really, I feel, the way I was playing Zarya and the way the opponent Zarya was playing. Opponent Zarya, what they were doing is they were using bubbles on themselves to get charged and to push in and focus our supports. Where I was necessarily not pushing in so much with my bubbles, I was more so bubbling my allies, healers, DPS, and making sure that they stayed alive and getting charged from that, which I could in turn use to focus the enemy team. And I think in the end of all of this, I think it was just a matter of I think in the end our team just played better. I think the other team played incredibly well, and I think they gave us a challenge that helped us, and we can go into the game to review what happened, what we can work on. And you know, while it was close, I think it was well played by both.
Yeah, an incredible answer. And speaking of well played by both, let's go to a little bit more of a one-sided map. How were you feeling when it came to Lijiang as a whole? I mean, you had one position in which you actually did have them retake, but overall, the flow of the entirety of the match seemed to be incredibly solid. What were your thoughts when it came to not only the roster that was put together for that Lijiang map, but also your position on Zarya on Lijiang as slightly composed to your one on King's Row. Did you think they used bubbles differently, or was it more or less the same?
So I feel like depending on the map, Zarya plays differently. I feel like on um, so if I take Lijiang for example, there's a lot of environmental spots where I could have been booped, and there are a lot of positions which DPS in their team, for instance, Sojourn on the enemy team on Lijiang was just railgunning me, getting that railgun fired up off of my bubbles, and I was too far away to be able to do anything. Um, I was mainly using my bubbles on that map to bubble our Genji and our Sojourn to make sure they could get in, deal damage, and get out without getting hurt in the process, or getting minimally hurt. I feel also on Kane's Row, it was more of a defensive, not more so an offensive bubble. You know, when we were in game fights, I tended to bubble on King's Row, sometimes myself, to instigate the fight to take damage, but to get charge. And then if we were on defense and their Zarya were to push in, I would bubble our healers or whoever they were diving to make sure that they lived and that we could focus a target.
Yeah, very well eloquent answer. Hopefully that insight helps not only yourself understanding with the analysis by yourself after the match, but also anybody else in the chat who's going to be looking at that to help them out in the ranked games. So thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, one question I did see pop up in chat was from Miles with a _Y. He asked them what they ate for breakfast. So please give us a little introduction. Give us a bit of the backstory. What is the dietary life of TrueBlade16?
Okay. Well, first part is I don't eat breakfast. I think breakfast is so. Let me rephrase that. Sometimes I don't eat breakfast, sometimes I do. It depends on the day, depends on what I got going on. If this were a normal day, let's take Tuesday, for example. If this were a normal Tuesday, this is what I would do. I wake up, do my morning routine. I get Starbucks. I get a bacon Gouda sandwich with a black iced tea lemonade. And I get some work done in the morning on my classes, all that. Lunch on Tuesdays, I generally get pasta. Pasta's really good. I love it to death.
Is it going to be UHart dining pasta, real quick?
It would be UHart dining pasta.
Now, follow-up question on that. Is it the express lane, or is it the wait in line?
So I do the wait in line because actually what I have found is that they are focusing more of their time with the pasta on the make it for the person who's ordering and not the express, because the line gets so very long. I had to wait in the line, I think, today 15 minutes for my food, which I didn't mind waiting. You know,
I mean, we all know we've had the pasta. It's 100% worth it.
It's so worth it.
Now,
it's incredibly worth it, yeah.
One more follow-up. Are you aware that on occasion they offer shrimp in that pasta?
You know, I am aware on occasion they offer shrimp in the pasta. I will have you know that I had shrimp in my pasta today.
Ooh, not only a well-informed, but a high dietary, highfalutin man. Incredible.
Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. Yeah. Yeah, so I get my lunch. Depending on the day, I'll maybe get pasta, maybe I'll get a burger, maybe I'll get a salad. It just depends on what they have, what sounds good, how much time I have. Do working classes. Dinner time, it again varies. What do they have? What seems good? What am I feeling like I want?
That is the UHart dining experience. It is up to the whim of whoever decides the meals at the end of the day as to what you're going to actually consume.
Now, I believe one final question. What comes next? Next 2 hours, next 24 hours, next week?
So what comes next? So, that question is very broad.
You gonna play ranked with me?
Will I play ranked with you?
Can we kiss in Dorado? Could we perhaps?
You know what? I will play ranked with you, Adam. I will play ranked with you.
That's what the people wanted.
That's big.
It is.
That's big.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for joining.
Of course. Thank you so much for giving very intelligent answers.
Hey, no problem. I will be with you in ranked shortly. Peace.
All right.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations again on the win. And so, closing thoughts, Peter?
That was an incredible performance by UHart. It's interesting to see the gods bleed every once in a while. But even so, the 3-0 victory, definitely not hitting them as hard as it was if it was a 3-1 or 3-2. As much as I believe that they could handle themselves, it's going to be interesting for us to continue to see this journey for UHart Red as they continue with their NACE Star League season. That's 3 matches down. That's 3 3-0 dubs. Am I right? That's an
Yeah.
incredible board right there.
And I could be wrong. I don't know if they've adjusted how their league seasons are going to work this year, but I know in the past 2 seasons that you and I played, they were both 6-match seasons during the regular season, which built up to a playoff seeding. I believe we experienced a top 8 or a top 4 system.
Yeah.
So already starting off 3-0, that, like, they've already guaranteed a 500 record bare minimum, which I mean, you can't be too upset about that. Now, my understanding is that this they often run as a Swiss bracket type of matchups. So you play teams with the equal or similar records. So their next match, which I believe is going to be on Thursday, they will be going up against a team of a 3-0 record themselves. So it might be a little difficult, but there's no doubt in my mind that they can manage it.
Yeah, it might just be a little bit difficult, but I hope that they're able to not only manage it, but maybe falter a little bit. Maybe accept some of the humility, because that makes a great stream here at twitch.tv/EricCulver. We'll be casting the next couple games, not only this Thursday, but next Tuesday, next Thursday, the following Tuesday, the following Thursday, until UHart Red is either completely through their bracket or sadly falls. But so far it's seeming like they're going to be keeping a very strong head atop their shoulders. UHart Red doing a great job today. Once again, that's a 3-0 up against VCU Rams and 3-0 in the entirety of the season. A beautiful performance from every single one of the players. Congratulations to all of UHart Red. Thank you very much to TrueBlade16 for the interview. And I'll give it over to you for any other sending off messages.
That is all I have. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Super Hoopla. Thank you, Doomin Sue. Thank you, Frogmouth, for the follows. Thank you, Alex Style, for 10 gifted subs during this match. We just love to see it. Love your involvement in the stream. Also, of course, thank you to Miles with a Y and Spy Guy with the GGs, as well as Alex Style, and a variety of stretch redemptions. And chat really started to get active towards the end, which is just, as a broadcaster, it's so much fun to see people actually getting involved in these matches. So, again,
it's soul-filling, guys. Thank you.
As I mentioned briefly earlier, I believe our next matchup is going to be this Thursday, 2 days from now. Default time is going to be 7 o'clock Eastern time. It may be rescheduled to 8 p.m., but if you have any questions about it, if you don't see a stream ping going out around 7, feel free to ask me in my Discord, which !Discord is going to pop up in the chat, and you'll be able to see this link.
Join the hub.
Join the hub.
The hub of
Join
everything
us.
that is TV/EricCulver.
As well as I will be posting YouTube videos of these matches that they play on my channel. !YouTube, maybe?
Without all the extra O's and U's, it's just YouTube.
Without the vocal question marks, just ! YouTube. You will see this YouTube channel, and you can find all the match highlights, as well as simply general content that's being released, largely Overwatch 2 based. That's all I have. Any last things, Peter?
Sorry, I'm Googling vocal fry now because you got me thinking about different linguistic aspects.
Well, thank you all for watching. Congratulations once again, University of Hartford Red, for a clean 3-0 victory. And, oops.
Interesting. I think exactly when you were doing something called up-talking, not vocal fry. Because vocal fry is when you drop your voice down to the natural register, like, you're like chilling, and like, it's like a very Californian thing. I don't know why my entire body reacted. But like the up-talking might be exactly what we were talking about, is like raising pitch and intonation throughout talking to denote either the ending of a sentence or a question mark within something. So it wouldn't exactly be like a vocal question mark or an auditory question mark, but rather it would be the vocal fry or the uptalk. The stream is over, right?
No.
Oh, really? You kept this? The bit was for it to play out like this. I mean, I can keep on talking about it. Oh, wait. But, okay, if we're going to keep on going, though, I would like to go back to the diphthong we were talking about earlier, which is the AE symbol when you put it together. So in classical Latin, the usage of the AE is, it denotes the diphthong, the